Yep, we made it to Christmas 2021 again. And yeah, everybody was expecting this to be a better year, but so far no. And next year's gonna be even worse, in my own opinion, because I think next year is really when all the pent-up economic problems that that should have shown over the past 2 years of the pandemic but did not starts to show and explode all together next year when they realize that this pandemic, just like how many of us has postulated when it's the moment it started, that it's here to stay. The moment that next year the world markets realize that COVID is here to stay, the entire bubble on which this stock market has been built upon over the past 2 years, which is on the hope of COVID actually disappearing within 1 or 2 years, will completely burst, and the entire real effect of a pandemic will show in the stock market. And I suspect it will be next year. So 2022 is not going to be a better year in my opinion. 2022 is going to be a year of, again, and full lockdowns everywhere, stock markets crashing, and yeah, the reckoning. So are you ready for such times? But anyways, not to be too doom and gloom, I just want to be very practical, because I think everybody's having too much hope for 2022. I need to tell you guys the truth that 2022 may turn out to be even more horrible. Okay, so right now, this is Santa's gift for everyone. Be prepared. Okay, that's the gift. The gift is not making you feel like, oh, everything's gonna be good and next year's gonna be good, and then next year comes, everything's even worse than right now. Okay, no, the gift is telling you guys the harsh truth. I always tell you guys the truth, and the truth is next year's gonna be a very harsh year. Are you ready? Okay, good morning, Liana, and Merry Christmas. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't start Christmas off a very Christmassy note, but here in Mura Cafe, boom, everybody's I really love how they, I come here usually, you guys know I come here for their special in-house salted chocolate chip cookie, and today they added Christmas touch to it like this. I didn't order all this. Okay, these were on the house, making it look so Christmassy. Yeah, so beautiful. I really appreciate it. And Merry Christmas! Oh, Sherry, Liana, wow, you guys are not partying or anything, huh? Here, this is a Saturday morning. That means the Christmas day itself here in Istanbul right now, and the streets are unusually quiet. This goes to show that people really actually celebrate Christmas Eve here. Because otherwise, you see, today the cafe is completely empty except for myself. Usually, today Saturday morning, I usually come on Saturday mornings to Mura Cafe, and there's usually a few regulars that I see around. Today, nobody. Goes to show that people actually celebrate or do something on Christmas Eve here in Istanbul. This morning I do dishes. And for those of you who missed my Merry Christmas well-wishing for the world for 2022, rewatch this video where I give you guys what the well-wishing of 2022, what to expect. It's gonna be a fun and chaotic 2022. For those of you who missed my prediction, I'm not gonna repeat, because I don't want to say something like that too many times on Christmas Day. So if you miss my predictions for 2022, I will repeat probably on New Year Day or New Year's Eve. And if you really want to watch it, okay, rewatch this live stream after it's ended. The first 5 minutes, not first 5 minutes, the first 3 minutes or so, I give you guys what to expect for 2022 in the world. Liana, this morning I do dishes. That's good. I don't even have dishes to do. How's America is Christmas Eve. I think not many people will be on today because right now it's Christmas Eve night in America. So I bet none of my American viewers will be here. And this is Christmas afternoon in Singapore. So again, another big thing in Singapore. I think everybody's going to be out there. So my two main viewer groups should not be on today. And my viewers in Europe should be still stoned after Christmas Eve party. So they won't be up this early on Saturday morning. Merry Christmas, Crystal Moon from Churchill, New Zealand. What do you do for Christmas Eve? Yeah, Christmas Eve. Right now it's Christmas evening for you, right? What do you do for Christmas Eve? Crystal Moon, Liana. Here is actually Christmas Day, Liana. Yeah, exactly. So for those of you in Liana from London, so for those of you in Europe, right? Today is Christmas Day, so last night you should be all out partying and everything, and therefore you won't be up this early to watch my live stream. So basically today I should have very few viewers, yeah, except for Liana but still I'm getting all 3 time zones, yeah. Crystal Moon from New Zealand, Sherry from Singapore, Liana from London. Oh my god, and Mr. Tim Foyman from America. My goodness. Okay. I can conclude, no, I have very matured viewer. My viewer group is very mature individuals. Sherry, I'm off the bed, so Santa won't skip my house. Now Santa will skip your house, and Santa will skip everybody's house in 2022. I'm sorry. If you miss my doom and gloom prediction for 2022, do rewatch this video. Okay, after it's done. You won't want to miss a single day of 2021 anymore. The closer you get to 2022, the closer it comes. The perfect storm. The perfect market crash that I've been waiting for 12 years. At last. 13 years actually, at last. 12 years. And for those of you who just joined me, see, I'm here in Mura Cafe, my favorite cafe for the salted chocolate chip cookie. And today they're very nice to give me like complimentary Christmas decorations like this. So I think this is very thoughtful. I didn't order this, by the way. I didn't expect this. And today's chocolate chip cookie came like this. Actually, it came like this. Ding. Very nice, yeah? Sherry, ooh yeah. Hi Limpeh, hope you're well. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Elma from America. Wow. I still have all my viewers from all 3 time zones. Huh? I thought like Europeans will be still stoned from Christmas party last night, so they won't be up to this morning. Singaporeans will be out with families this Christmas afternoon, and Americans should still be at their Christmas Eve party, so nobody should be on my live stream. Why is everybody on my live stream? Liana, 2022 I will still be broke and single. You know, Liana, 2022, if you're broke and single, you'll be happy. You know why? Because nothing's gonna change in your life. So good. For those who are rich and well endowed, next year is gonna be a year of change. Mr. Tim Foyman, I'll be here when years old. Nice. And today is episode 70 of the live stream. So for 70 straight days, I've been doing this thing, you know. Huh? The cookies are cute. Oh, extremely cute. You see, boom. I'm really so impressed how thoughtful they are. You know, I bought a cookie and then it comes with all this Christmas decoration by this dude here. Boom. Hi guys. You know, such a nice guy. Such a nice guy. See, everybody here in Mura is such a nice guy. I really love it. Nice place, ambience, thoughtful people. Man, really love this place. And of course, the best Christmas decoration in a cafe that so far, which is why I come back here. Because today I promised myself I need to stream at somewhere that looks super Christmassy. And after considering between Kami Cafe and here, I still think this place here with this tree looks the most Christmassy. Don't you guys think so? You guys think so? Crystal Moon, it was a quiet Christmas Eve. Today is Christmas Day. A lot of food and some presents. I'm now eating gelato in 3 different flavors. Oh, nice. Sherry, we'll watch later. It's a comfort to always see you here. Thanks for your consistency. Oh, thanks for coming. You know, when I started this live, like when I turned on this live stream today, I half expected to finish within 10 minutes. But now, looks like it's not gonna happen. Liana, yesterday I went and collect my bunnies and brought them home. Oh, nice. Brought them home not for food, right? right? Okay, I'm sorry, I gotta admit, I've eaten bunnies before. Yeah. Rabbit meat is a big thing in China, and I spent 10 years in China, yeah. So I had my share of rabbit meat, but dog meat is big in China as well and big in Korea, but I have never had dog meat, okay? Dog is family, but I suspect I have cat meat before because in China they dress cat meat as other meat, so I bet I've eaten cat before. Tin Foil Man is hailing in Oregon. Oh, nice. Like it was snowing 2 days ago here during my live stream as well. Were you on my live stream? It was snowing here 2 days ago as well. Liana, not food, just for pet. I know. but Liana, have you eaten rabbit before? Like seriously? Like hare. I thought hare is like a staple European food for centuries. Hare, not like look rabbit, not cute rabbit. Hare, big fat hare. Elma, I was so tired after work that I fell asleep early. I woke up almost an hour ago and started watching a K-drama. Oh, I started watching a new K-drama as well. Silent Seas. Are you guys watching Silent Seas? Oh man, at last a K-drama worth my watching. Like you guys know that I watch K-drama only when my favorite A-list is starring inside. That's why I don't watch Squid Games. I don't watch Hellbound because all this I only watch for my favorite artists, okay? And Kong Yu is in Silent Seas, and of course Peduna, but I'm not a big fan of Peduna, but I like Kong Yu so much. So I started watching. I watched one episode. I try to watch like 1 or 2 episodes a day only because I'm watching The Witcher season 2 as well. So if I watch more than 1 episode of each a day, I'll be spending more than 2 hours a day watching, which is too much. Liana, I haven't eaten it. No, it's not popular here. I watch Kingdom. Oh, Kingdom is old, but I really love Kingdom. I like Kingdom a lot. I like that the Kingdom Legend of the North because one of my favorite artists is inside Chon Ji-yeon. I only watch my favorite artists. I gotta be honest with you guys. I rarely care about the story that much. I only watch for my favorite artists. Yeah, Kong Yu is in Silent Seas. Watch Silent Seas. Okay. Honestly, I watched 1 episode of Silent Sea yesterday. Not great. The story is not great. The props looks fake. But hey, it's Kong Yu, and the female lead is Peduna. What else you want? Who cares about a crappy story? Who cares about a fake looking set when you have Kong Yu and Peduna? Liana, yeah, it was really good. Man, I love that man so much. Yeah, I bet you love him for the gobbling, didn't you? Oh, the gobbling, Tokebi is like, to me, Kong Yu's tip top work. None of his other movies or dramas that follow Tokebi comes even close. Like I don't know. I feel sad for Kong Yu because I feel like he lost it after Tokebi. Tokebi took a lot out of him, and he shared that story in some of his interview that filming Tokebi, he went through a very long period of being stuck in character. That he was suffering being stuck in character, and he kind of lost his mojo since then. Like I would say for Kong Yu, Tokebi is probably his tip top work ever. Elma, I haven't heard of that drama. I'm watching Changbori is here. Oh yeah, they are quite old. But yeah, Silent Seas is new. If you like Kong Yu, definitely do check it out. Liana, oh yeah, I know, right? Goblin, I cry a lot. I cry watching Tokebi. The story is so dynamically powerful, and yet so comical, and the acting is just tip top from everybody. Just crazy. Team Four Man, have you watched the new Spider-Man movie? I'm sorry, I am not a Marvel fan. I think Marvel is stupid and silly. Liana, I don't cry with movies and stuff, but K-dramas always get me crying. Oh, stuff that I watch usually get me crying. Oh, but there's only one movie that I really want to watch that is here, but I'm not watching is Matrix Resurrection. Wow, I want to watch Matrix Resurrection so much, but I don't want to watch it first time in Turkish language. They only have it in Turkish language here. So I don't want to watch it in Turkish language. So I'm gonna kind of wait for it to come to Netflix or something. Elma, I still haven't seen Goblin. What? Elma, you're no K-drama fan if you have not watched Goblin. Go watch Goblin. That's like the one of the tip top. I suspect Goblin is gonna stay as one of the tip top Korean dramas ever. You know. I heard bad stuff about a new Matrix, but I want to see. Yeah, I want to see it too. In fact, I don't even have to watch it to know what the story is like. I still want to watch it. I know, you know, like Neo and Trinity died in Matrix 3, okay? But I bet after they died, the machine simply took their bodies, put them in the pot, plugged them in, resuscitated them, and then they forgot everything else and they remained in the Matrix. I bet that's the story. And then they have to go through the whole process to remember who they were, the Neo and Trinity power couple again. But I bet Matrix Resurrection will not feel as religiously powerful and spiritually powerful as the first three Matrix, but I still want to watch it. The first three Matrix was during my middle school, and it was so religiously and spiritually powerful. I cannot say Matrix did not play an important role in kicking me off on my spiritual journey. Like I said, I went to a temple to become a monk for like close to 7 months when I was 17, and that was not just about 1 year or 2 years after I watched The Matrix. Okay, so I can't say The Matrix didn't open my mind or plant a seed in me that leads to my spiritual search all my life. Elma, pass on Matrix Resurrections. I watched it on Wednesday. Sucked. It was so disappointing. The Matrix, yeah, I know Matrix Resurrection is gonna suck. Like I say, I can even predict the whole story right here, right now, without even watching, you know. But for Matrix 1, 2, 3, you can't predict the story at all. It's so religiously and spiritually powerful. The twists were so, and not to mention, no, at that time, the CG was top of the line as well. The Matrix series broke so many fronts and was so breathtaking, you know, back then. It was not just for the story, but the CG was breathtaking and still classic. Today, still people do those actions. So, I don't think Matrix Resurrection is gonna come anything close. But if you ask me, it's just something I need to watch for completion. Elma, don't pay money to watch Matrix Resurrection. Someone need a paycheck. It was so bad. Yeah, like I said, you know, I would have paid to watch if it's not in Turkish language here. So I'm gonna just wait for it to come to Netflix one day. Not in a hurry. Loco, oh, 안녕하세요. My friend's birthday today. Can you wish him? His name is Nick Goose. Nick Goose. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. You were born on Christmas Day, are you? Jesus Christ. Okay, I hope you enjoy. Have a good one, Nick. And thank your friend. I think you have a very good friend here. You know, none of my friends have ever done this for me before. So you have a really good friend in Loco, whatever his name is, ex Loco. A really good friend. Liana, I wonder about the soundtrack. You mean the Matrix Resurrection soundtrack? Matrix has never been memorable for the soundtrack, so I don't really care. Tinfoil Man. Matrix Resurrection is a filler movie, I guess. Actually, not so. Tinfoil Man, if you Google for Matrix Resurrection and read the article on why whatever her name is, Wachowski or something, I can never pronounce it, Lana Wachowski or something, the director, came up with the story for Matrix Resurrection. If you read why she came out with this movie, then maybe it makes a little bit more sense. It's actually a little bit more than just a filler. There's a reason why she wrote this movie. Lo, do you say the N word? Of course not. Nick Goose, isn't it? Okay, Liana, I really enjoyed the soundtrack in the first three. Oh, interesting. I never pay attention to the soundtrack. My most favorite soundtrack of all is actually Star Wars soundtrack and the Terminator soundtrack. These are the two all-time favorite. Liana, no, he didn't say the N-word. Liana, he didn't pronounce it how you wanted him to. Oh, I don't know. You know, like you're asking a purebred East Asian guy to pronounce anything in English that's not of the daily vocabulary. You need to expect some mispronunciation. Like I say, you know, I couldn't even pronounce the name of the director of Matrix, and I watched her movies since I was a kid. Yes, the special effects in the Matrix were groundbreaking and were showing up everywhere. Music wasn't great, yeah. Sean Chaw, Merry Christmas, Limpeh, Merry Christmas, Sean from Singapore. For those of you who missed my first 2 minutes, my first 2 minutes gave you my prediction for 2022, the world and the world economy in 2022. So if you are curious about my predictions for 2022 and why you should cherish every single moment of the remaining 2011, watch the first 2 minutes of this live stream again. And for those of you who just joined me, Merry Christmas! And yes, I am here in Istanbul. And over the past 3 days, I brought you guys to several places around Istanbul to check out what Christmas is like, right? So do check out my past few episodes of the Limpeh live stream to find out what Christmas in Istanbul is like. I got a little bit sneezy because I've been out too much over the past 2 days. Elmer, he calls himself Lena. Oh yeah, so he's a he. Honestly, you see, this is how little I know about the director himself. I've always thought the director was a she. Don't know if he had sex change. Teen Foy Man. I love the soundtrack from the Top Gun. Oh yeah, Top Gun. Of course, Top Gun, and Rocky. Those were classics. Yeah. Into the Danger Zone of Top Gun, Eye of the Tiger, Rocky, those are classics. But I wouldn't consider them on the same level as Star Wars and Terminator. Liana, my prediction for 2022, I will still have to do dishes. Oh, the director is trans, male to female. No wonder, because I always knew the director to be female. But of course, again, I don't really care. Male or female, no different to me. Even in real life, male or female, little to no difference. Unless, of course, the person I'm relating to wants the difference, then out of respect, I'll give the difference. But honestly, to me, there's no difference. The new Top Gun movie is not out yet, Maverick. I saw the trailer years ago. It's still not out yet. I think I saw the trailer like 2 years ago. Top Gun Maverick. I wonder if they're still going to show the old Tomcats, or are they going to show the new Raptors? I hope they show the new Raptors though. It'd be cool to see Maverick get a transfer from Tomcat Tomcat squadron to a Raptor squadron. Of course, it wouldn't happen in real life, but it'll be fun to watch. I'll watch it if it's an A10 Warthog as well. I like the A10 Warthog. I like the Raptor. Do you know my first ever flight simulation game that I've ever played in my life was actually F-14 Tomcat on a 486 computer. Sean Cho, just watch a prediction. Oh, you mean you can rewind my live stream? I always thought you have, when the live stream is going on, you can't rewind. So you can rewind. Huh? This new? Oh, Liana, yeah, you can rewind it live. Oh, I see. I never knew that. Okay, so yeah, guys, if you guys are curious on Limpeh State on what 2022 is gonna be like, rewind to the first 2 minutes and enjoy whatever the remaining 2021 is. I know a lot of you are having the attitude that, oh, 2021 go by quick, we want 2022, it's gonna be a better year. No, I say cherish every single moment of the 2021. 2022 is gonna be for evil people like me. John Cho, yeah man, got a feeling things can't be that smooth sailing. No, 2022 will be the year of reckoning. The year where people surrender to the truth. So far, the world economy and the world stock market over the past 2 years have been built upon a wishful thinking. Okay, the wishful thinking, like just like any other pandemic, COVID is gonna, you can just ride through COVID and it'll be over in a year or two, like SARS and all that stuff before. I'm sorry, this is different. And the stock market and the world economy has lived in denial of this fact for so long and therefore kept it up. And next year, they're going to see Omicron, they're going to see Zeta, they're going to see Zeta Purata, they're going to see Purupala. It will never end. And that's when it will hit them really hard. Oh shit. That we have been investing in the end of pandemic, but the end will not come, and therefore, boom, will come the end of the stock market. Yay! It'll be time for evil options traders like myself to make a shitload of money. Yeah, I actually like to I like to make like windfall money like this because it's fun. Tinfoil Man. I mean, some live streams you can. Oh, retro! Merry Christmas, retro! Merry Christmas! We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Poor. Merry Christmas, Uncle Limpeh. Oh, Merry Christmas. Diana, every live stream I've been on, you can. Oh, really? Alma, the Wachowski brothers did the Matrix. Yep. Now they are trans. Oh, their male names have changed on the. Oh, yeah. I don't know, but I've always known the directors to be female. Now, of course, I never bother. Like, I watch a movie. When I watch a movie, I watch the movie. I won't care who made the movie, I won't care who invested in the movie, I won't care the background or anything. I just watch the movie, you know. Just like if I read Harry Potter, I read Harry Potter, I don't care about J.K. Rowling's, yeah. And Merry Christmas, I'm so surprised. I'm so surprised so many of you are on, because I really did expect today to be a very quiet day. Because this is morning in Europe and all of you would have been partying last night and too drunk to wake up this morning. And those of you in Singapore, you'll be out with your family Christmas afternoon. And those of you in America, it's still Christmas Eve party. So I'm surprised anyone would be on, and wow, you know, so disappointed. I thought I could end today in 10 minutes. Liana, I don't care about the directors. I don't really care about directors. I just enjoy film, yep. Same. And for those of you who just joined me, you know, I'm here in Mura Cafe, okay, with the Christmas tree And for my favorite salted chocolate chip cookie, you know, I would usually order two and I've finished one. And I'm so touched with they especially made like this decoration for me. Of course, it's edible, but I didn't order this, you know. So it came with the cookie today. So nice, so Christmas tea feeling, so Christmas touch. The people here really put in like work to make people feel the Christmas, to make customers feel the Christmas mood. So nice, yeah. I really so touched, you know. I didn't expect this because every time when I order the chocolate chip cookie, it comes like this, but today, boom, like this. So nice. Retro. And Mr. Teen Boy Man, it's 12:01 now. Merry Christmas! Oh, it's Merry Christmas 12 hours ago for me. Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Enjoy your last few moments of 2021. I am the harbinger of bad news. I would devour all the cookies. Yes, towards the end of this live stream, I will devour the cookies. Okay, so stay tuned. I see, I'm still so sneezy, especially after yesterday. You know, yesterday, if you watch yesterday's live stream, I show you guys what Christmas is like in the Taksim area, and I think I caught something. It was very cold, super cold, and I walked to and fro the area. So I walked out in the cold for 1.5 hours. Oh, Liana. Retro, I'm cooking festively. Oh, nice. Why are you cooking, Retro? Elma, exactly. There are zillion COVID variants. There's too much control over other people. COVID is excuse to oppress people and profit the pharmaceuticals. You know, whatever it is, the world stock market and economy has been built upon a false hope of the end of pandemic. That's why you see the stock market still making new highs, right, over the past 2 years. Why are they making new highs? Because investors are clever. Investors invest in the future, and when they see if there's going to be a post-pandemic boom 1 or 2 years down the road, they don't wait till it happens. They invest today, and therefore you see the stock market keep going higher and higher. But now, what happens if that hope disappears all of a sudden? Boom! Just boom town, boom town, boom. You might be wondering, oh, stock market crashing, you know. If I'm talking about stock market crash, why are you so happy, right? Isn't the stock market how I make my money? Oh, because I'm an options trader, and options traders love bear markets. That's where we make our most money. Of course, I don't really care too much about making more money, but to me it's just a very fun game, and I love to win. Mr. Tin Foy Man, low to 2022, run! Sean Chaw, didn't go for any celebration this year. After celebrating for so many years, it just seems like Christmas is a period for businesses to earn more money. It's not seems like. We knew that for decades. You knew this before you were born, Sean. and I'm just shocked and surprised that people have to rediscover this fact every single generation. Sean, you guys rediscovering the fact that Christmas is nothing more than a business festival or commercial festival. It's like having to rediscover gravity after Newton every single generation. To me, I thought after so long it should be like common human knowledge, you know, but no, certain things never become common human knowledge. Retro, baking banana bread. Nah, send me some. Hello, I just noticed the tree behind you. What? It is for this tree that I came here for. Okay, guys, I need to showcase the tree more. Whoa. Okay, it's the tree talking right now. It's for this tree I came here to this cafe, this corner here. I made my own little corner here. So right now I look like Santa Claus and sitting in front of a tree like this. Liana, nobody's getting oppressed because of COVID. It's incredibly ignorant thing to say. Yeah, it depends on how you define oppression. To some people, right, all the lockdown and taking away of human freedom is oppression. So it depends. In certain states of America, you do feel that way. I completely understand. But of course, you go back to our spiritual roots, right? Of course, going back to the spiritual roots, there's no such thing as oppression. There's no such thing as this thing. All these things again exist in the story world. As long as you don't live in the story world, it doesn't affect you. Yeah. Retro minestrone soup. Wow, I haven't had that soup for decades, maybe. Minestrone. Minestrone soup. My family used that minestrone soup a lot. And then I left my family and never had it again. There will be no end, not if they can help it. Yeah. No, the nature of COVID is that it will be endless because it's a flu. When the pandemic just started and I kept saying this, like I kept saying COVID is a flu, you'll never end, and I get people trying to show me scientific data and all that things to discredit me, you know. But I think by now I'm rectified, you know. It is a flu. If you can, and I keep saying, if you can cure COVID, you can cure flu. Why is flu still around? They said, well, then they show me 10,000 other research saying how different COVID and flu is. I'm sorry, the fact is showing itself that COVID is a flu. That it is exactly a flu. And there's nothing you can do about it, you know. McNamara, Turkey has come out with their own vaccine. Interesting. Why do they have to come out with their own? Maybe because buying the vaccine from other countries is expensive. So yeah, it makes sense. Liana, consumerism isn't new. Yeah, exactly. Tinfoil Man, do you buy stocks when they go down? I don't ever buy stocks. I'm an options trader. Options trader, I profit primarily from volatility, not from price movement. I don't care about price movement. I profit from volatility. So that's why I keep saying, no. People ask me for stock tips. The way the mechanism of my profit is nothing that anyone that is not undergone professional training would ever understand. So why ask me? Elma, you're right about Christmas. It's so sad that Santa Claus is now more associated with Christmas than Jesus. No, it's not sad. To me, it's good. To me, it's going back to the roots. Because 25th of December was never Jesus Christ's birthday. I'm sorry. I'm a Bible scholar. I am not a religious zealot. So I'm just going to say it as it is. That 25th of December was man-made, created to be Jesus Christ's birthday by Constantine, a Roman emperor, on 332 AD. 332 years after the alleged death of Jesus Christ. Okay, and this festival, 25th of December, all these things already existed in around the world across the Roman Empire before it was called Christmas. And this is a winter tradition. And on the 25th of December, they celebrate the sun god, the Solilil or Solelil or something like that. They celebrate the sun god coming back to warm the earth on the 25th of December, kind of like a winter solstice kind of thing. Okay, and so let's get this very clear. Christmas has never had anything to do with Jesus Christ in the first place. Let's be very clear about this, okay? So much heresy going on about this. In fact, in the early years of Christianity, celebrating Christmas was heresy. You can be burned on a stake for celebrating 25th of December as Christmas. Yeah. Okay, let's be very, very correct in our understanding. Let's not be religious zealots. Let's honor experience and facts over beliefs and superstition. Yeah. Diana, Christmas has never really been about Jesus. He wasn't even born in winter. Exactly. Yep. Mr. Tinfoil Man, lockdowns never bother me. I'm a total shut in. I go nowhere. Same, Mr. Tinfoil Man. I'm a complete hikikomori. You know hikikomori? I'm super hikikomori. So I can shut myself in for months. I've done that before, so doesn't affect me. Elma, right, Limpeh, yeah. like in my channel, in my live stream, I promote experiential truths and facts, not beliefs and superstitions. And experiential truths and facts is the basis of spirituality, not beliefs and superstitions. And because spirituality is a journey to the inner reality, the inner existential reality of being human being, not a religious zealous belief of going to heaven. Okay. If you're spiritual, you will make heaven on earth, not wait to die to go to heaven. And I'm sorry, Jesus never said anything about going to heaven after you die. I'm sorry, he never said anything like this. It was a misinterpretation from because Jesus was a spiritual teacher. He was not a religious teacher. He was a spiritual teacher that is against religious thinking. Okay, so that's why he was against the Pharisees. He's against institutional religion because he is a spiritual teacher. And people misinterpreted what he said about heaven. What he said is this: no one goes to the kingdom of God except through me. What does he mean? No? He doesn't mean that you believe me, you go to heaven. That's what the misinterpretation all came from. No, if you read the Aramaic origin of Jesus' words, okay, no one goes to the kingdom of God except through me. The kingdom of God, or later on translated again wrongly as the kingdom of heaven, in the original Aramaic was the light within. So what he was saying, nobody can get except through me. And as a spiritual teacher or a spiritual guru, what does he mean when he say that? Means you will not get in touch with your inner spirit or your inner light except by learning from me. That was what it means. Not you believe in me, you go to heaven. This is a gross misunderstanding, a gross mistranslation, and a gross disrespect of everything Jesus was trying to be. And it all started from Constantine. I say, modern Christianity never came from Jesus. It came from the Roman emperor as a political tool. So I'm very sorry because I'm a scholar. I dig the histories, and sadly that's what I learned from the history of Christianity. Yeah. Elmer, the commercialism is sickening to me. Ditto for the lies. Yep. I'm sorry, I go as far to say that Christianity is a big fat lie. Yeah. I'm sorry, I said it. And if you want to challenge me, I challenge you to become a Bible scholar. Okay, get yourself sponsored by a church or institution, and then start doing a research on the history of Christianity. Go deep, read the original Koine text, read the original Torah, and read the original Aramaic text, and then you tell me what you conclude. That's why on my channel I keep saying, don't believe anything anyone tells you. Don't believe what you read. Believe what you go out to experience and find out for yourself. Mr. Tim Foyman, I'm totally clueless on how the stock market works. Yeah, I'm totally clueless on how a light bulb works. I'm totally clueless why when I press a button my computer can do so much. I'm totally clueless as well. Olivia's retro, but this season is for gratitude and focus on the light. Yeah, exactly. This is the season to be merry. This is a season for good vibes and good spirit and good positive energy. Don't make it a religious thing. That's what I'm saying. This is a season for everybody, especially in cold season weathers, to be warm, to be cozy, to be happy, to spread good energy, because it's outside is cold and harsh. This is the original meaning of all these things. All these were not Christian. None of these are in the Bible. What's the sock? Having the sock having the mistletoe, none of these are in the Bible. All these were originally European cultures that existed about 500 years before Jesus Christ. That's archaeological fact right there. And so, I completely embrace Christmas for the spirit of unity, for the spirit of everybody, putting everything aside and enjoying being human for one day. For those who are less awakened. Of course, you can feel like this every single day. That should be the case. But the thing is, don't make it a religion. I find it quite unacceptable for a religion to openly hijack a tradition that existed for hundreds of years before the religion. Yeah, Christianity hijacked this whole thing. I'm sorry. This whole thing existed more than 500 years before Christ. All these Christmas tree decorations, mistletoes, honey baked hams, socks and presents under the tree, all this existed hundreds of years before Jesus. This is a European culture, has been around. A Gnostic culture has been around forever. It's a good culture. It's a good tradition, and I'm kind of sad to see like a major religion just hijacking this whole thing like this. Liana, for me, heaven is having a full belly from delicious food. For me, heaven is being me. It's here and now, being me, seated here right now doing this. This is heaven. Retro, the energy has been really intense this week. Oh, nice. But intense in a good way or bad way? Yes, we must create our heaven on earth. Yep. And Elmer, yep, do your own research. Yes, do your own research. Don't let other people tell you, you do this, something or the. Don't let anybody tell you, you believe in this, you go to heaven. Do your own fucking research, man. Why this? Those days, back in those days when human beings were simple and ignorant and nobody went to school and there was no internet, there's an excuse to be ignorant. What seemingly more clever people say, you just believe. But this is no longer the age. Don't just believe anything anyone hand down to you. Don't believe anything I say. Go experience it yourself. Arrive at your own experience and your own conclusion. That's why I keep saying, the only real knowledge is experience. Nothing that you read about is real. Nothing. The only reality is what you experience. And in fact, you can go as far as to say that if you do not exist, experience do not exist. If you do not exist, the world does not exist. The world to you exists because you exist. Because of your experience of the world exists. And therefore, if you do not exist, even the world will not exist. If you do not exist, how can you tell me if the world will exist or not? You can't even tell me so. So, existential experience is the only real information and the only real knowledge. Okay, very important. Like I always say, if one day if I become a spiritual teacher, my core message is just this: quit reading about life, start living life, or start experiencing life. Retro. Keen point, man. What would you say is the secret for a long life? A long life is no secret. I would have answered this a very differently. Even 6 months ago, I would have answered this very differently. But if you ask me today, what is the real secret to long life? My answer is this: rediscover your life as a original natural human being, and you will live a long life. In every way, strive to return to the state of being a natural human being. In all ways, from what's in here to what's in the body to what's on the body to your lifestyle, everything. Strive to return to the state of a natural, original human being, and you will live a long life. Why? Because the original human being lived ridiculously long lives. Yeah. The original human being, like even if a lot of people think that the timelines in the Bibles are exaggerations. Are there? Not, no. People of ancient times do live ridiculously long lives, and partly also because the oxygen concentration in the air was actually very different. It was a different world from the world right now, and even as recent record as Qing Dynasty of China, there were still people who lived 250 years and above. And of course, the Western world denied all such records. Why? Because They're not Western, and they were not based on scientific, but they were in the Qing dynasty's official records. And is it trustworthy? Well, if you believe any of the timeline records of ancient China or throughout all the dynasties, which of course all has been scientifically proven and worked out to be exact correct, if the ancient Chinese recorded everything exactly as it is, why is only this thing denied, that there were people that lived 250 years and it was official record, it was official government record? Why was only such things denied? Why? It's not scientific. Retro. After 12 years of Catholic school, I ditched religion. Good for you. Religion is a poison to the mind, yeah? Because the root of religion is spirituality, but they discarded spirituality for rules and rituals. Return to your spiritual roots. As being spiritual is not being religious, and this was the whole message of Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ's whole message is return to spirituality, discard religion. And that was what Jesus did throughout his life. He went around going to the synagogues to discredit all the religious priests. And he presented wisdom and fact through internal spiritual experience. The way a lot of spiritual teachers are doing today, yeah? Jesus Christ is not as unique as everybody said. There's a lot of Jesus Christ around in the world today that's doing exactly the same thing and is teaching not so different a thing. And the stuff that Jesus Christ experienced, not hard to experience for normal people as well. I've experienced most of the spiritual truth that he preached internally. Yeah, it's just a couple of awakening experience, and immediately you can touch the dimensions what he was talking about. So again, like I said, Jesus is a spiritual teacher. He's not some kind of breakthrough thing. He's one of many spiritual teachers that existed throughout history and still exists today, teaching the same spiritual truth that anyone from any country, culture would experience. The same experience. As long as a human, you're going to experience the same awakening experience. And therefore arrive at the same conclusions as Jesus Christ, no matter where in the world you are. Yeah? Elma, Christianity hijacks other traditions to get more people to accept it. Oh, that was exactly what Constantine's purpose was. Constantine, just before he died as a Western Roman emperor, he hijacked Solalil, or the festival of the sun god, because everybody, this was so big during that time on the 25th of December, and he decided to just relabel it, to put it under official government political religious control. This is the real history, okay? Like I said, I only talk about real things, huh? I don't talk about like my own theory. No, I don't talk about my own theory, you know? Anyone who puts in the work to do some research, to do proper research, will arrive at the same conclusions that I arrived at. Anyone who do some proper spiritual practices will arrive at the same experiences that I arrived at. Okay, nothing I say and nothing that I postulate are my own theory. You guys will experience the same thing, will come to the same conclusions if you do this research or these practices. Retro. Don't confuse the signpost with the message on the sign. Exactly. This is exactly what Bruce Lee was saying. Do not confuse the moon with the finger pointing at the moon. This was exactly what Bruce Lee said. Son Cho, 250 years, that's insane. 250 years what? That's insane what? The guy who lived. Yeah, you can still Google for it. It's an official record, Qing Dynasty. They even have his photo. And the Western world denied it altogether. And people who live his age, right? Because then he was living in the mountains as well. He's like what ancient Chinese called 桑山仙人 or the 仙人 or the 蜀山仙人. And he's not the only one. Many people achieve this because they live in the mountains. They practice some form of Taoism in order to get back to the original state and condition of original human beings, or what people call enlightened or awakened. And boom, you can live extremely long lives. And he's not the only one. There are many people like that. that this guy, 250 years guy, he had 93 children and descendants during when he was still alive. He had 93 children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Altogether 93. And the records even recorded who every of these 93 are. So if these are all made up, why would the Qing government, the Qing dynasty government, go through all the trouble to make up such a grand story about someone, a nobody? He's a nobody in the political scene or in the society of Qing dynasty China back then. He was a nobody. Why would Qing dynasty government take the trouble to make up such a story about a nobody? Yeah. Retro, there's Inca capstones with dinosaurs fighting with dinosaurs. I don't think, no, there's capstones with human fighting with dinosaurs. Yeah. We don't know half the things. That's why I'm still on the quest to understand these things. I'm still on the quest to learn these things, you know. Megmara, do you enjoy life in Turkey best? Yeah. Like I say, you know, Istanbul is still the best city I've ever lived in my life, and I lived in a lot of cities in my life. So McNamara, go to my channel and search for my video called How Has Istanbul Changed Me in 1 Year, where I go through my experience here in Turkey, what I think about Turkey for over the past 1 year. Okay, that video. Elma, I left religion in 1987. It's a tool for controlling people and